Hey guys, it's Thunda, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this LPS bed. I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. So, let me just get you your supplies list. You'll need a glue gun, a glue stick, a piece of cardboard, scrapbook paper, and if you don't have any scrapbook paper, you can use regular white paper and then paint it. You'll need a pencil and a pair of scissors, and also the pet you are wanting to make the bed for. Okay, so first things first, we're going to take our LPS, and I'm going to turn my cardboard this way, and figure out where the head and the feet lie. So here's the head, and here's the feet. So I'm now going to extend it a little past where the head and feet are on the LPS with these two lines like that. And then going to quickly sketch out a square or a rectangle, whatever you want to call it. If you guys are more comfortable using a ruler, you go right ahead, but this one doesn't have any particular specific measurements. This is totally optional. And then you can cut this out either using an X-Acto knife, which I'm not going to be doing, or your scissors, which is what I will be doing. And so now we have this square, which is going to be our LPS's bed. And I'm only going to be making a headboard for this. I do not want a headboard and footboard. So I'm going to take this and sketch off of using this piece as a guide. You can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to cut this out. Okay, and I checked its length up against the side that I traced out, and found that I wanted to make it a little bigger. So that's what I did, was I extended the headboard a bit. And this is crooked, I'm so sorry. We're gonna try and cut that straighter. I cannot cut straight lines very well. So now we are going to take our scrapbook paper, and this is the wrong side down. Sorry, let me move part of my setup over here back. And I'm going to glue these pieces with a glue stick. You can use hot glue if you would like, but it doesn't create as much of a smooth texture as a glue stick does. So I'm just going to glue these to the paper. Do the same with this one after I wrap this one. Okay, and I cut this piece out, making sure to leave plenty of excess on the edge. And then I'm going to cut this down a little bit and then cut tabs like this. And across to the other side. Let me cut out the tabs. And now that I have my tabs cut out, what I'm going to do is cut them off and slant them at an angle like this. I'm going to do this to each one. And now I'm going to take my glue stick on the edges of the tabs. And I'm going to fold this one in first. And then I'm going to fold this one in and this one in. And if it doesn't fully cover around, don't worry. I will show you how to fix that. And now press this under something heavy and let it dry. Okay, so I'm going to come back to the headboard now that it's dry. And I'm going to take extra scrapbook paper. And I wouldn't recommend generally using a glue gun for this part, but I'm going to, just because I don't want to have to wait for more glue to dry. So I'm just going to really quickly spread the glue all out over the headboard and place it onto the piece of paper. Please do not stick your hand in hot glue like I just did, because you will burn yourself. And burning yourself is not fun, trust me. I know. So now after you let this dry, you're going to cut this out from the scrapbook paper, which is what I'll be doing in a little bit. And also, if it wasn't clear, make sure you also wrap the bed piece. But it doesn't have to be perfect like this one needed to be. like perfectly wrapped because you won't see the bottom of it. So now we have our headboard and our footboard pieces, and I'm just going to take the headboard and glue it to the bed, like so. Just 1 second. Let me grab my glue gun. What I'm going to do is take glue along the bed piece, like the main bed piece, like this. Ooh, sorry. It was out of focus. And then I'm going to glue the footboard like this to it, like flush with the bed, just because that's how I wanted it. And I'm going to go back and run the glue gun along the edge just to further reinforce it. And I'm going to do it where they're met on the bottom as well. And then I'm going to let that part dry. Okay, and now this step is completely 110% optional, but I'm going to show you how to make a quick little thing of bedding using felt. And this felt, this cream colored felt, I'm going to be using to make a pillow. And let me grab my scissors. Sorry, this is a really weird filming setup for me, but I'm going to take this felt and cut it out like a square like this. Well, this is an awful looking rectangle. And now I'm going to take my bed like platform piece and make sure that this, when it's folded over, will be big enough for how I want it for the bed. Perfect. And let me pause this. You're going to need a stuffing of some kind for this pillow, whether you're using cotton balls or whatever. I'm going to use this old microfiber cleaning cloth because I've had this for forever and I don't use it anymore because I have a lot for my glasses, and I'm going to cut it into strips like this. And like just cut it into strips. And now for the pillow, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut it down a little bit because it wasn't my like desired length for the pillow. Sorry, I jacked the one that I just made, like the square. What I'm going to do is take hot glue straight down the center here, and then I'm going to fold it like this. That way it creates a nice little edge, and then I'm going to close it up on this edge and on this edge. And press those together, being very careful not to burn yourself. And then you're gonna let that dry. And then here's where the strips of fabric come in. I'm going to stuff this pillow with the fabric strips. And now that it's stuffed with the fabric strips, I'm going to take a line of hot glue on the inside here, and then I'm going to pull it taut and very carefully press it down with my hands. And then I'm going to cut off the excess felt from around the edge here. And I have a pillow. And then for a blanket, all you're going to do is cut out a square of felt and then fold a piece over and glue it. And now I'm going to glue the pillow in place, but not the blanket, because I want the blanket to be able to move freely. Sorry, excuse the glue gun. It's at a weird angle and the wire's at a weird place because I have to hold it a different way because I'm left-handed. And yeah, so now I'm going to glue the pillow right onto here. And now I'm going to take 8 pony beads. I'll be right back. Okay, and so now I have my 8 pony beads. I'm going to go to the bottom of the bed. And this is optional. You don't have to. You can leave it like this, but I want to raise it up. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to glue on the beads, and then I'm going to do the rest off camera. Going to glue it on like so, and then I'm going to take the bead underneath it, fill it up with glue enough to where it overflows the top so you can stick a different bead on. And then to make it more stable, I'm going to fill the whole other bead with glue. And then I'm going to do that for the remaining legs. And then let your bead legs dry. And now, ignore my glue gun, you have your bed that your LPS can sleep in, with a blanket and all.